We're still getting used to this technology.
Yes, we are. Well, and we're using a lot of different technology. I'm using good old analog plus digital together at once. Mutiny Radio. And tell jokes to John, Gary, Detox.
Hey.
Does Warhol figure it out? Oh, look, Gary's figured it out. Yay! Good old
Oh, yeah.
analog plus digital
So I'm gonna
at once. Mutiny
just.
Radio.
All right, so we are technically live right now.
Sweet.
No one's watching.
Ha
And so here's how this, I can give you the quick version of this. So I'm going to mute you when you're not performing, because Zoom is sound controlled. So if I mute you, your video won't come up. But if you're not muted, then your video will replace the person who's meant to be performing on the channel. There is about a 15 to 20-second delay between what happens here and what happens on YouTube. And I'm watching YouTube on my other screen there.
Ah.
Okay, so I can monitor it. And I can also see the any chats that come from other people. So I'm going to, I'm just going back into the channel, and I'm going to copy the link. So if you can all, I'm in the chat window of Zoom. I'm pasting this now. This is the official link, which I think is actually different to the one it gave me earlier. But if you can take the link out of Zoom and blast that on your Facebooks right now and your tweets.
I don't even tweet it, but let's see. Can you put that link in the Facebook message? Because
if I do it in Facebook, will change it. It's retarded.
Oh.
Facebook does its own analytics thing on it. But what I can do is I can tag you or Pam. Dia, what's you guys? I can't see my other screen from before. What are your names?
Detox.
Detox. What are you called on Facebook?
Daenerys. DeRosa. Daenerys.
I got you. Big fella. Who's that? Celine.
Oh, that's Gary Hughes.
Gary.
Gary Hughes.
Oh, okay.
Warhol, I guess, is having trouble making this work.
Yeah, I can't make it easier than click on the link.
I figured it out. I mean, the concept that I actually figured it out is amazing. I'm really had a dry run today with a bunch of kids. Junior hires taught me how to use the Zoom.
Always so we're gonna, I'm gonna give a few seconds just to catch up, and then
7 o'clock. We'll go live. It's just I'll just keep burning time because we're on Mutiny Radio right now, and live. No dead air. No dead air. Let's see.
I'm just gonna boost the Wi-Fi signal in the house so that I get all the bandwidth. Okay, that's play live. Okay. All right, I am gonna mute
I'm
all
sharing
of
it.
you and bring the screen back to me. Takes a few seconds for it to all catch up, but this is my sort of final test. Where's my iPad? Where's my MacBook Pro? There we go. Next 4 hours. Save. Okay. So I'm going to do a quick audio check. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I will. You guys can all hear me on my control screen, and I can see YouTube is there. So I will. Warhol, how are you? So my I'm going to use wait for Warhol to get audio, and then one of you guys got a keyboard, or are you all on iPads and?
I'm on a phone.
Who's got a keyboard? Raise your hand if you've got a keyboard. All right. You guys are in charge of telling Warhol what's going on in the chat, in the Zoom chat, okay? So Warhol, what's going on is we're going to go live in a minute. We have a few people watching. Thank you for tuning in while we sort out the technical bits. You guys are going to be muted until you're up. I will introduce you all at the beginning of the show. Just say hi so the world knows you exist. And and I just realized that my audio is really quiet. Which audio is it using? Oh, that's why. What is it? So my MacBook Pro speakers, and we need a bit of volume. All right, Warhol, say something for me so I can hear your audio.
Yo.
Perfect. We got audio from everybody. Okay. So I'm going to introduce you all one at a time and then say hi. And then I will bring you, I'll do the quick hosting bit. And then I will bring you up. And if I don't do this in the right order, I apologize, but we're learning the whole time here. But right now you are live to people. So good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you for joining me in here in the Mutiny Bunker, which is also my daughter's bedroom. So if you are a man, this is the only time you get in here. It's never happening again. Let me be clear about this. Not until either I'm dead or she's 25. These are the rules. My name is Big British John. I got a fantastic collection of people who I've known. The amazing Pam Benjamin from Mutiny Radio. Pam.
Hi, yay! I'm Pam Benjamin from Mutiny Radio at Mutiny Radio. Woohoo!
The equally amazing Detox, live from his own private bunker.
Yo, I'm in my private bunker right now. How you guys doing? I love you.
And Mr. Hughes, because I can't remember his first name, and I only just met him, and it says Saluna on his screen, and I know he's not Saluna. I'm hoping he's either girlfriend or a boyfriend. I don't know. That's called Saluna. Say good evening to your audience, sir.
What's going on? My name's Gary Hughes, by the way. But yeah,
Gary
how you
Hughes.
doing? Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Pleased to meet you, Gary. Pleased to meet you. Thanks for being on the show. And finally, the man who, without doubt, I would not be anything without this guy for one reason. He's the person who walked off stage during a comedy competition and allowed me to go forward to the next round. So it's the first time I've been on a stage, let alone a virtual stage since then. Please give it up for Warhol.
I don't recall that.
Rooster Teeth, my friend, it was a while ago. I wasn't sure if it was part of the act or if you were just genuinely frustrated with all the white people in the room because, you know, it's Roosters. That's who
No,
goes there.
I love Roosters. Roosters, the top 10 comedy clubs in the Bay for sure.
Out of the other 5, absolutely. It's great to have you. So hey, thanks for joining the show. I do have a running order here, which I got to work out as I go through the technology. But hey, thanks for coming.
It's Friday night. There's nowhere else to go, and yet you chose to come here. We appreciate it. You didn't have many choices, but this is the one you used. So a little bit about myself, in case you don't know me. My name is Big British John. I'm not exactly from around here. This is the accent you could have had things worked out differently. But from what I can tell, most of you all just wanted to sound like a gay John Wayne ordering avocado toast. It's not the choice I would have made, but it works for you. You have to understand, I kind of hear that in the more sophisticated, and the rest of you just sound like Yosemite Sam. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because I have to like it. I've lived here for 7 years, if the INS officer is asking. A little longer if he's open to some monkey business. But I have an American wife, so I've made a choice to live with this. I decided to give up a life of rain, of sheep. We'll talk more about those in a minute. For an American wife, and in case that doesn't work out, an anchor baby. Because and this isn't, you know what, thank you, this is fantastic. We can be heckled on chat, by the way, guys, and this isn't me cleaning my room. This is my daughter's room. It's now my office. This is the world we live in, because apparently I'm not allowed to broadcast live from my own dining room. Apparently my wife would call immigration if I was to do that one more time. Apparently it's just it's not within her thing. But hey, thanks for coming. We appreciate it. No, I'm blessed to have an American wife, and like I said, in the anchor baby. I didn't always want kids, but when somebody told me they had the cure to alcoholism, and that was to have a backup set of kidneys and liver, I'm like, and I have to do how much work? It was a great idea. I was down for that. It is a thing, but it's an interesting day we find ourselves in. I'm the preacher out in the South who kept hosting rallies has got coronavirus and is now in ICU. I think this is a time when you don't just have to listen to the president or the governor, but God is clearly sending a message. He doesn't like you either. The people of Alabama said that they're not going to do safety at home, the lockdown that we're doing here in California, because, as he says, this is in California. And I've seen the numbers, I've seen the amount of youth crime, the teen pregnancies, the illiteracy. You're right, it's not California. One of the few places where we can say we are actually better than you. Not number one. That's still Alaska, but that's because the polar bears get a free college courses. Now it is a crazy world that we are in, and people are going to blame a lot of people for this situation. They're going to blame the Chinese, and I understand that. They're going to blame the Italians, which is wrong, because, pasta, there is a thing here I haven't quite worked out, but, the people that created noodles and the people that created pasta are now trying to kill us because apparently being obese and overweight wasn't going quickly enough. So they're just trying to speed up the process. I like where they're going with this. Death by meatball was how I would like to have gone. I mean, you only have to see me to know me. But, or the cheese selection. I'm not giving up on Italian cheeses because of this. I want to make that absolutely clear. However, Chinese sausage is definitely on the not happening list for a little while. No, I got to say, it's not the fact that we have the issue. It's not even how we're dealing with it. I think it all comes down to who. And I'm not a citizen. I live here by the grace of God and the grace of my wife. But you voted for this. I have a question. Why did you want to be great again? And is this how you imagined it working out? I mean, I know that whole you wanted to win, you wanted to be number one, but did it have to be for number of deaths in a day? I appreciate this is somewhat controversial and maybe a little bit close to the bone, but I'm 43 and asthmatic. I could be next. I don't want them to put some goofy picture of me when this guy dies along with 397 people today, I want it to be this video where he said, well, fuck it, he deserved it. I mean, the shit he said, he deserved it. It was deserved. And I can live this. But why Why did you want to be great again? Why did you make that? I'm from a great country. We've had it in the name for 2,000 years. What is it that we had that you wanted so badly? I swear to God, I don't understand it. Because we take all the best things from America. I was raised as an American. Every tea time, that's like 5 o'clock on a Saturday. Okay, Dukes of Hazzard, Airwolf, Knight Rider. I wanted to be an American. I wanted a black Trans Am. I wanted Daisy Dukes. Technically, I wanted Daisy Duke, but I was quite happy with the shorts when I was thinner. That was a nice idea for me. I like that. And then the British haven't always done good things for the Americans. I'm guessing we got, just let me ask my comic friends, by sure, any of you guys fans of Jimi Hendrix? Seriously, he died in London. He choked to death on a British woman. That's how hairy they are. When they said, John, why did you go to America? Why did you go to California with the risks of the earthquakes and all the, and the guns and the danger? I said, it's simple. My wife's neck down alopecia. She was a professional swimmer. She hasn't got a hair below the eyebrow. I'm not going to die from this relationship. Now, I am truly blessed to live here, and I got to say, I'm being sincere. And if you know me, that's not something I do straight away. I just want to say right now, what the nurses, what the medical professionals are doing for us right now, as I stand here doing silly jokes on YouTube, 2.5 miles away to my southeast is Kaiser Permanente San Jose, also known as Santa Teresa. And over 50% of the people in there right now have got COVID, and a good number have passed away, and it's a serious situation. And we want to do something better. We want to, so if you were thinking of giving any money to the show tonight, I want you to Venmo it to theirs, and we'll put a link in the host, because they're doing things that we're not able to. They're looking after those that can't look after themselves, and I'm humbled by it. At the same time, come Halloween, I will be wearing a nurse's outfit, because I want to take some of that sympathy that's probably going to be flowing around in the fall. And nothing looks better than this in a candy stripe uniform. When I say uniform, I mean the underwear. I'm not going to bother with that, and that should be enough to put you in hospital right now. That's just the thought of that should be enough for you. So I'm going to give you an update, because I've got a lot of fans out there, and I appreciate every single one of you. I want you to know that even in this situation, I did get stopped for speeding again. When I say got stopped, I mean I got pulled over, and the guy asked me a couple of questions. That, ladies and gentlemen, means I am currently 14-0 for failure to stop and speeding and getting nothing. I am the O. I continue to be pulled over with for speeding and failure to stop. Like the California roll is now the British roll. It doesn't taste as good. It's chewy and it's been boiled, but I can't get a ticket for it. I genuinely believe at this point I could blow through a red light with 3 cops watching, a dead hooker in the passenger seat, 3 midgets in the back seat of my Mini Cooper, having an act of bestiality with a miniature quarter horse, 3 kilos of meth on the dashboard. And when I get pulled over, I'm still getting a 3-cop escort to 7-Eleven to get some milk for the screaming anchor baby. We have got an amazing, first of all, I want to tell the comics, we have people watching right now. So bring your A game and understand it's not easy out here. So if you're watching this, then please say something in the chat window, because that's how we know that we're alive. That's how we know these things. So please, and I'm going to communicate with the comics in the back. So please, your applause, your laughter, show it in the chat window. It means a huge amount. Please make sure you click and subscribe at Mutiny Radio FM on YouTube, because it's not just, I love where you're going with that, my friend. You're up next. I love, we love Mutiny and everything that Pam does. This is a new medium, and it's going to be where the world goes from now. So without further ado, let me bring up your first comic for the evening, all the way from his private bunker. Give it up for Detox.
Yo, how's that sound? How you guys doing? Hey, let me take this off now that I'm around family. Anybody shaved lately? No, neither have I. Welcome to my humble underground bunker next to the railroad tracks. I'm doing really well. I got some blunts right here I'm gonna roll. Before I get started, I just want to go through some things that I have here, some necessities. Bacterial infections can be killed with $1 Athlete's Feet cream. You can get that at the dollar store. There's a couple dollar stores still open. You can get dollar store Neosporin, rub that on your feet, any kind of open wounds. If you need to go to sleep, you take 8 p.m. Advil PM. If you need to stay awake, you take ibuprofen. If you need to survive, dodge the fucking coronavirus, okay? Also, these, you can steal these quickly. These are just little compact little things full of caffeine and berry juice. Okay, you put this in the water that your mom gives you, bang, coffee. I'm not gonna say that I've been taking shits out here, but I got pickles, okay? There's a lot of pickles right here. These might resemble shits. They might even resemble your little dick. But if you put two of them next to each other, it might resemble mine. Almost like, my name is Detox. I'm detoxing all of you guys, okay? But I'm not detoxing weed, because that's how we go. How you guys doing? I told everybody to come here. If there's a single listener, it might be mine. Well, we're all here. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm a billionaire. Bullion cubes. Hey, check this out. Soap comes so compact in the future. You got bouillon. You could have chicken noodle soup. You could have everything. If I even get some broads over here, I got wine. Okay, this is Franzia, and this is Crisp White. That's how I like my women, Crisp White. Brothers in here know what I'm talking about. Last thing I'm going to show you guys, this is a necessity, Hawaiian rolls. Hawaiian rolls. If you're going to have bread out here, have some sweet bread. You know what I'm saying? Best thing I learned in the pandemic, to be frank with you guys, is how to shit in the shower. Honestly. You guys, if you're still shitting in the toilet using paper, you're a little bit behind in the times, okay? There's other countries that have fully transitioned over to completely shitting in the shower, okay? If you're Western culture type, you're gonna be a little uncomfortable when you're washing the bottom of your feet. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a little uncomfortable when you get some shit and some corn underneath your toes. If you have corns that have corn on them, stay in the shower. Continue to wash those feet, okay? It doesn't do good for shower sex, you know. John, give it up for our host, John, out here in America, enjoying this virus with us on our homeland. You know, he's from Great Britain. Great Britain, great country. Terrible dentistry, I tell you. You know how I know? My teeth are British. My teeth are actually British. I'm actually 5% British. You could tell from the huge gap in my teeth. Now, technology is going to improve. So British people are also going to be handsome in the future, because they're going to be able to fix all their teeth. That's something that the future holds if you survive, okay? Let's be frank. Let's be honest with each other. We ain't all going to survive, okay? 50% of the comics in this show are going to get it, okay? I already got it, you know, but here's the thing. Zoom comics, Zoom bombing, Zoom facepalm, okay? Here's another thing you should be aware of right now. Zoom share screen. Last time I was in a Zoom mic, it was terrible. It was a bunch of terrible comics. Here's what happens. Somebody hits share screen, big piece of porn comes up. If you haven't noticed, Pornhub Premium is free right now. Okay, no, don't everybody leave right now. Here's the deal. It doesn't cover the live chat. Yeah, so fuck it. You don't even need it. You could beat off to the regular porn. Here's the other thing. Anybody stuck with somebody in your family that you don't like to be around. I just noticed that the quarantine has taught me so much about friends and family. Like I didn't realize how much butt rock and butt rap they listen to. You know, like it's weird because now in the future we can hear our own music. Now I have to listen to how terrible the music is my family plays. I do have a comedy show and an open mic at a strip club. They recently closed. They're the last one to close. Okay. So, you know, I've been recently trying to get back in there, but I can't afford it. Please donate. If you see some girls in a premium Snapchat chat room, give them some money. Those girls are starving. They've been eating pills and drinking, and now they can't even process this shit. You could probably smell me from here. Does anybody have a body odor problem as well? Here's what I learned. These masks, I was taking a shit at an Arco bathroom, and you could not even smell the shit through the mask. This mask, I'm telling you, you could go to your grandma's house and put one of these on your grandma's face and take a shit and she'll never complain. I'm half Tongan, as you could tell. I'm half Italian. It took a long time for my grandmother to teach me how to cook. That's why I have fruits, you know, and I also have vegetables. You know what I'm saying? I have it all, peanut butter. But here's the thing. It took her 7 years to teach me how to cook Italian food. But when I reconnected with my Tongan family, it took 7 hours for them to teach me all of Tongan food. How does that happen? Here's how it happens. First hour, you have to catch a pig. It takes about an hour. Okay, Tongans are big. Second hour, you have to kill the pig. Third hour, you bake it. By the time it's done, every single thing you could possibly have is like an all-you-can-eat buffet in the dirt, 6 feet deep. You just gotta dig it out. It's there. It's a big pig. It's cool. What I will say though, Tongans are great people. If you're not aware of what Tongan people are, let me put it this way. Tongan people are like bigger, stronger, better singing Filipinos. That's what we are. We're like Filipinos with superheroes. We're probably the strongest Filipinos ever to exist. The train just goes over my bunker right now. That means that there's more supplies being sent to the hospital, Mark Zuckerberg's hospital right now. People are surviving. Tongan people are just big Filipinos. Like my nephew, I have a nephew in 5th grade. He could beat Pacquiao's ass in a shoebox any time of day. He's big. He outweighs him by twice. Pacquiao is an action figure of a man. However, if you pit him against another action figure of a man, he can light him up quickly, like nothing. He'll light him the hell up. Anybody, any swingers in here? Anybody ever dated a swinger? This guy over here. Yeah, it made me uncomfortable, to be honest. I like to pretend like I'm a player. It made me uncomfortable. First time she swung on me, bam, gave me a black eye. Next thing you know, I go to work and have to tell everybody that I fell down a flight of stairs. It's uncomfortable. It happens because I like to date Mexican girls, to be honest. I love exciting women. My name is Daytox. Give it up to your host. I'm back to the bunker. Follow me on Instagram. Don't forget me. Let's go.
How could we ever forget you? It's an experience that will live way beyond what we're going through right now. It really will. I gotta say, a lot of people make jokes about British teeth, and they're not. Many of them aren't funny. I've had British teeth most of my life. Thing is, these aren't actually teeth. These are actually Tic Tacs, which I super glue into the holes before each performance. I got to tell you right now, I was in an all-boys boarding school for 14 years, and not having teeth is the biggest reason I was very popular. Got to tell you right now. While you work out what that joke means, I'm going to hand over to you next. He's one of the Bay Area's rising stars. Had the privilege of performing with him a couple of times. Please give it up for Gary Hughes.
Wait, I'm unmuted. Oh, I'm unmuted. Yay, for sure. All right, I'm over here eating applesauce. So, I'm just kind of just chilling over here. Yeah, let me make sure I don't see nobody's faces. All right, let's get it going. I don't got no coronavirus jokes. Actually, I do. All right, if you put the coronavirus under a microscope and you blow it up by 10 million, there's a little tag on it that says "Made in China." All right, bam, that's done. I can't wait for all the post-coronavirus pussy I'm gonna get, because these women are going to be starving and they're gonna be out there making some mistakes, and I'm gonna be right there waiting for them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be right there when they make the mistakes. When they're all horny, I'm gonna be there. I feel bad for the generation that's coming after this. It's like, yo, you were born because of some epidemic had happened. I also I can't wait about the pre-screening questions to change. From like, hey, do you got anything? And you'd be like, hey, do you have coronavirus? And I'd be like, nah, I ain't got coronavirus, but I do got chlamydia and gonorrhea. And they'd be like, all right, that's cool. I can live with that. I can live with that. Let's get this going. Those are curable. I can't wait. All right, those are all my corona stuff. No more coronas. Actually, one more corona thing. I heard we all get like a $1,200 stipend. Um, man, it sucks that this virus had to happen for me to get some kind of reparations. And then as soon as I get the reparations, everybody gets the reparations. That's not how it's supposed to work. You know what I mean? We supposed to just be like me and Warhol, just get the reparations, not everybody else. If they just gave a stipend to like all black people, that would be like, we would be like, that's even. $1,200 one time or two times, that's it. And then it would have been good. But it is what it is. I'm gonna leave that alone. I hate, think about British people. Let's talk about British people. I don't like white people. So when I say white people, that's British people, obviously. I don't like what they eat. I don't like that white people eat like meat raw, like steak tartare. I don't understand that. Um, I have a Belgian aunt, and she's from Belgium, and I remember she had like some ground beef and she had some seasonings, and I seen her mixing it up, and I was like, "Oh, auntie, you about to make some hamburgers?" And they just started eating that shit, and I was like, "Yo, auntie, cook that shit, please, cook that shit. It's not good." Now I'm not saying all white people do this. I've been to an African friend house. African people, people that believe that everything goes to the same spot, so they don't care how it is on the plate. Like that plate dividers don't mean shit. I hate that's most African people. I went to his house. His nigga daddy had chicken, rice, and ice cream all on the same plate. He's like, "How's the rice?" I'm like, "Cold, sweet, ice cream dripping all on it. It's good, ain't it? It's all right. Divide this shit up, man. I'm not, I can't be just mixing all this up. I gotta like digest this at the end of the night. Please don't do this to me. I don't understand why they do that. I've been doing this cool thing where I try to figure out who's been homeschooled from my peers. It's a pretty simple game because most homeschool people don't have like general knowledge or pop culture. So I'd be like, "Bye, Felicia," and they'd be like, "What is that? Where'd you hear that from? Where's that from?" Or I'd be like, "I have a dream." They'd be like, "Who's that? Who says that?" "Star Wars." I'm like, "Nah, bro, come on, man. You must have been homeschooled." It's easy to find someone that's homeschooled because they still like drink milk with their dinner and shit like that. Um, it's a pretty simple thing. Then I have a friend that was homeschooled, and I met her later on in my life, and I remember she'd be bagging on the younger generation, and she's like, this is like it's like my housemates just hear me just talking to myself through the wall. They don't hear no call or response. They just hear all calls. And this is me just talking. This is like I feel like fucking like Matthew McConaughey in that fucking Interstellar movie, just sitting there. The day 24. We're still here. Anyway, let me continue with the jokes. We're back talking about homeschool people. So homeschool people, you can tell they're homeschooled. And my friend, she's back on the younger generation. She was like, "I remember back in our days, back in middle school," and I was like, "In middle school, like you were homeschooled. Like you can't say middle school. That's a place. Like for you to reference the time, you got to say it between 11 to 13 years old. All right, like you cannot say that." Quick segue. I'm from Oakland. Uh, it's funny, the coronavirus like took the heat off of gentrification. Nobody talks about gentrification right now. And I remember being in Oakland. I remember gentrification coming in, like 2009. So when I started getting pulled over on my bicycle a lot, I was like, I think we're slowly getting gentrified. I got pulled over so many times on my bike. One time they pulled me over. They said, "Hey, you ride on the wrong side of the road." Like I didn't know I was on the left side of the sidewalk. I'm like, man, fuck the British. I hear you. Yeah. I was like, dude, it's okay. It's no big deal. They pulled me over and they're like, "Why are your pupils dilated?" It's dark. That's what pupils do. That's what pupils do. They dilate. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, officer? Why are you tired? I'm riding up a hill. You stopped me on the hill. What do you want from me? I had one cop, he pulled me over many blocks later. Pulled me over and he said, "You didn't see my lights?" I was like, "This motherfucker look like a Pee Wee Herman bike. I don't got no lights. I got no reflectors on this, dog. Like, if you gonna pull me over. But don't like just flash lights for blocks and blocks." Be like, "Oh, he's running away. Just shoot him in the back." I fucking hate cops, you know what I mean? All right, more coronavirus material. I can't wait. Now, what if I just said like the whole same set back over? Like just I got a PTSD, you know. Oh, I got another one for my little brother. My little brother's like he's about 7 years old. He's at that age where I should start telling him stuff, you know, like Santa Claus isn't real, slavery is a choice, and shit like that. And so I was like, I'm gonna just tell him Jesus. I'm talking about religion, you know, and I saw him praying. I said, "Ty, what you doing?" He's like, "I'm praying to Jesus for my food." I'm like, "You know, Jesus don't speak English, right?" He's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." Well, we had to Google it. I was like, "Look, he speaks Aramaic. He has no idea what you're saying." Jesus is up there with Duolingo, like bananas. Anybody know how to say bananas? Anybody know how to say bananas? Anybody know how to? I know how to do improv. I told my teacher she was wrong. I got that applesauce because that's what you really need when it's a time like this. You got time to yourself. People forget the little things in life. That's why I could tear these up. You know, these are like a big ass Gerber baby jar. You know, this is an adult version of it. Everybody that got kids know what I'm talking about. And people without kids actually know what I'm talking about. Gerber baby is quite successful, actually. A wide range of markets. I was once riding on Mission, and I saw an ad for a reversal abortion pill. And this is the ad had. It had a lady holding a baby, and it said, "Change your mind?" I did. And this is what it was trying to say. It was trying to say, first of all, that Plan B pill is an abortion pill. That's another argument. And it was like, you're supposed to take this pill within 48 hours of that if you want to have the baby. And I thought that'd be so weird. Like, you know, you can't play with humans like that. Like, you like, how's my baby look? It looks indecisive. Your baby looks 50-50, looks so-so. Make up your mind, okay? Hey, give it up for John. My name is Gary Hughes. I appreciate it. Y'all be easy. Take care. Peace.
Oh, thank you, Gary, much. Thank you very much. That was great. That was fantastic. It is. I got to just tell you, for all of you watching this from the comfort of your home, for a comedian, this isn't as easy as you think, because so often we take our energy from you, from the audience, and it's a very physical thing. We're up on stage alone, and a lot of these comics are going to die that way. That's life. It's a solitary existence. We have to acknowledge, I mean, life has changed for all of us. It really has. You think it's hard getting, you know, I myself, my father-in-law, he lives with us. He's 80 years old. He's obviously at risk. I was at a conference, and unfortunately some people there got into some serious COVID issues as a consequence afterwards. And I had to get tested, and they're like, all right, so you get the swab, and they do this stuff. And they said, while you're here, we're doing some genetic testing as well. We want to, you know, see which blood groups, you may have read about this, which blood groups are more susceptible, and ethnic things. I'm like, oh, well, if you think it'll help, and they're all right, fine. So they did a genetic test on me. They just emailed me just a blank white piece of paper, 100% accurate. So it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. Look, this is an honor. This isn't how it's meant to be. At Mutiny Radio, one lady runs the place. She's it. She does it all. She makes it happen. So it is a tremendous, tremendous honor to actually welcome to my virtual mutiny bunker the proprietor, the headmistress, the, oh, words fail me, the Mary Poppins of Weed and Cobbany. That is Pam Benjamin. Pam, up to the mic, please.
Yay me, yay. Wow, I am incredibly nervous. I don't like the way I look on film, and seeing myself in a little square is scary and disheartening. Hey, everybody, if you're listening, that's very exciting. I've been very inspired during these COVID times to write songs about this infirmment or whatever's going on. And so I want to share some with you tonight. The first one is you'll get it, you'll figure it out. This is what happens when you're maybe you're living with 3 girls and you're a guy and you maybe don't want to be with these 3 girls, and this is a song about that. It's called Social Mores. When your roommate is high and she grinds on your thighs, social mores. When you just went to bed, but she's drunk and wants head, social mores. Don't fuck where you eat, don't fuck where you sleep, social mores. Don't be dumb and then you won't have to bend, social mores. When she's sad about Tad and she feels really bad, social mores. She wants more than a hug, puts her hand on your chub, social mores. Don't fuck where you eat, don't fuck where you sleep, social mores. Don't be dumb and then you won't have to bend, social mores. Yay! Okay, so that's a song about not having sex with your roommates. Yay! Okay, the other song is it's about Corona, obviously. Okay, it goes. Let's see if I can remember. Ride the bus and touch your face. Touch your face. We're going to a crowded place. A crowded place. You really have to wash your hands. Wash your hands. Coronavirus isn't a scam. It's not a scam. My Corona. This is a cough from weed. It's not from my Corona. Okay, well, those are my Corona jokes. Yay. It's weird acting to the silence and the hand clapper of, I'm really excited for you, John, putting this POC show together. Like, wow, we definitely have, I'm like, this is a really, really good cross section of comedians. You mentioned earlier about the British, so many awesome British things: crumpets, scones, treacle, lockdown. Mary Berry, Paul Hollywood, Great British Baking Show, all of it amazing. I don't care if your teeth are ugly, you can bake some delicious food. Also, they like to be called little people. I know when you were fucking the quarter horse, that's exciting, but I don't know. And shitting in the shower, who was talking about? Detox. Oh my goodness, shitting in the shower. That is, if you really got to go, you go in the litter box. You go in the cat's litter box, you find out, you take a shit in the litter box, don't pee in the litter box. That's just a waste of litter. I have cats and I wanted to see how much pee how big is my bladder? Too big. Don't do that. Don't waste cat litter in these times of rationing. Are we rationing cat litter? Oh, and Gary Hughes about the steak tartare. Ethiopians actually eat a steak tartare and it's called kifta, I think. It's really delicious. It's super spicy and it's raw beef. And yeah, raw beef. Okay. I just wanted to comment on your sets and be like, I'm listening. I swear to you, I'm listening. This is very strange trying to do jokes. I had something very similar happen. John, I used to be married and I got one of those swabs because I'd gotten my first STD, sexually transmitted debt. That's what you get when you get married. I don't know if you have ever been married, but you get sexually transmitted debt. That's the first thing you get. Also, I never had a kid, and I'm excited about that. I don't think that it would be wise for me to procreate when I love alcohol so much. But I was thinking that I would commemorate my uterus's disuse by getting a tattoo over my uterus of a tiny skeleton baby kitten, very cute little cat, all curled up, so cute, and it's a little skeleton baby. I'm not planning on having any babies anytime soon, and I'm super excited for like all of these abortion times. Maybe I actually have an IUD, and that is like a little copper pool sweeper for my uterus. It keeps out all the dead babies. The only reason I ever wanted to have a kid is that I want to win the motherfucking science fair, and that hasn't ever happened for me. I have some really awesome science fair ideas. One of them now in these COVID times, wow, what it would be so much more pertinent. But I wanted to take a small child on the bus with some litmus paper and some swabs and find out if you can get chlamydia from the 22. Chlamydia is not a flower. Find out what that liquid is on the 9. What is that? What is that liquid? What did I sit or step in? So I wanted to, have a trifold background with all of the different disgusting things. How much feces is, on the 22? That's my question. So that was my first idea. My second idea is also, I'm not going to use my body the way God intended and like birth a baby, but I would like to lactate. I think that's an important thing that I'd like to do for the future. Also to save the vegans, because if we could pump my breast milk and then we could make it into cheese, it's 100% consent-based milk. So we can save the vegans, right? Like it's real cheese. It's like 22% fat. It makes such good cheese. And vegans, cashew cheese is not cheese. Go fuck yourself. So I want to save the vegans, but also I eat and smoke so much weed that when we pump my boob juice, I can make TH cheese. Then I can get high. The question is, can I get high off my own supply? Can I reach weed singularity? So yay, I want TH cheese. If you feed goats weed and you milk them, they have weed in them too. I'm like, Davis, UC Davis, where are you on this one? Like, come on, listen to me. Like, I'm the high lady and I've got all the ideas. Here's the other thing I was thinking about, because in these weird COVID times, I've been baking a lot of bread. I bake a lot of bread anyways, but I was thinking about vegans, and vegans eat bread, right? You hypocritical pieces of shit, you fucking weirdo vegans. Oh, you eat bread? You know what I did? I took the yeast and I made it alive. It's a living organism. And I fed it to do all of my bidding, and it burped and farted in my dough and it got all puffy. And then I turned on the oven and I murdered them. I murdered thousands of little slaves that were doing my bidding without their consent. Bread is some Nazi shit, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's hypocrites, vegans, all of you. My last science fair idea, this one's more anthropological, I think. Everybody imagined the T-Rex, right? We could pull up an image, but the T-Rex bones, the hubris of man to take the biggest, coolest dinosaur and put him on 2 legs. Right? He's got these little tiny arms up front. He's got his big beefy legs, but he has no breastbone. He just has ribs that come together, and there's nothing holding them together. But if you take that weird hip cap that forces him forward and you flip it around and make it a breastbone, his big beefy legs become big beefy wings. The T-Rex was a dragon. Just saying, like, all of the mythology, St. George and the dragon, the Chinese and the dragons, fucking Danish and the girl dragon tattoo, the Japanese, they got dragon tattoos. Everybody's dragons. What the fuck is a dragon? T-Rex was a dragon. Sometimes I think I'm the smartest person alive, and then I smoke another bowl and I go, thank God I smoke weed, because this is too much fire for the world. Too much truth. Good stuff. I will, how long have I been going on for? Whenever you ask, you have a minute. There we go. What does he say? No light for Pam. Oh, that's so sweet. That's crazy talk. No, I do have a lot of ideas to save the world. One of them has to do with not having babies. I respect people's choices who've already had babies, but I'm not going to have any, and that's okay, because I love drinking. Yay, I love drinking. I think it's a responsible choice I made in my 30s to not have a kid and, get drunk on whiskey all the time. Here's the thing. If you pull back Roe v. Wade and you make me have a kid, I'm going to need some new tools so I can drill some holes in my boyfriend's trunk so the baby can breathe while we're hanging out at the bar. You see, I'm going to put the baby in the trunk with a sleeping bag. It's the safest place. Like, I'm the nanny. I can't afford a babysitter. Are you fucking kidding me? The baby in the trunk, super, super safe, right? Then you make me have this kid, America. You make me have this baby, and it turns like 5, and it still has to wear one of those backpacks so it doesn't like try to murder itself in the street. My mommy doesn't love me. Help. And at 9, I'm in that first grade teacher's room for the 5th time. And they're like, Miss Benjamin, your child said that you love alcohol more than it. And I'm like, this is a sippy cup filled with vodka, you dumb bitch. I didn't want the kid. And then it turns 12 and it starts doing ketamine. And I'm like, who is your dealer? I can take you to Burning Man. We're finally going to get to know each other. Awesome. And then at 15, it teaches me the cutest thing. If you've been doing cocaine for more than 24 hours, you don't eat your boogers, you smoke them. From the mouths of babes. Genius. And then at 17, it finally dies. It finally dies. Right? Cocaine, heroin to the vein, speedball. And I'm like, 17 years. 17 years. That's a 17-year late-term abortion. That is the latest late-term abortion I could ever get. It was your choice, America, to put it through rehab 4 times, not mine. Can't afford it. I'm on Medi-Cal. I did stop drinking. I'll close out with this. I did stop drinking for a month because I sort of fell on my face and got 15 stitches. And it was like, oh, look at me, I'm a drunk. But silver lining, the way I'm on Medi-Cal and the way they did the stitches, I got a free facelift. I got a free eye lift. I got a Medi-Cal eye lift. So now I got to get drunk again and fall on my other side so it can even out. Or better yet, I'll fall on my tits so I can get a Medi-Cal boob job. Thank you, guys. Yay!
Ladies and gentlemen, give a virtual everything you've got for the wonderful Pam Benjamin, for all she does for us, for allowing us to use her intellectual property to do this tonight. It really is appreciated. When they refer to the queen of the mission, this one doesn't have a dick, but my God, she has some balls on her. I gotta say, and this is kind of it. I was there. Pam's doing her jokes about babies in the trunk, and it's kind of weird. I was there the day that joke was born. I was in the room with the lady from Colorado when that joke was born, and I'm going to be honest with you, Plan B was what it needed. That was that baby joke is going to need a lot of love if it's going to survive in the big world. It is a special place. Hey, talking of special places, so I was actually in Costco today. My wife, she had to get new tires. They'd been ordered. They were complaining. She took the car in, and then we're trying to get a delivery from Costco on Instacart because I'm going to be honest with you. I may look white, middle class, and privileged, and yeah, I'll own it. But I couldn't. They weren't delivering, and so I had to go to Costco. It was weird. There was no more than 50 people in the store. The checkers, you had to maintain a distance from them, similar to the restraining order I have with one already, so that was easy. You have to keep 6 feet away from it, and everybody is being really conscious. Like the people from Costco that are working there, if you get too close to somebody, they actually come up to you and they say, you need to step back. And you're like, but this is the queue for the urinal. You know, they're not taking a lot of precautions. It is weird though that so there's the things which you they're not going to have, and they got a sign outside. It's really convenient. So they've no toilet paper. They've no kitchen towel. There's no Clorox wipes. Basically, there's no cleaning stuff. So right now, if your house looks like my daughter's bedroom, this is how it's going to stay until things get better. Because she sure as hell ain't tidying it. I'm almost ashamed. Not ashamed enough to do anything, but just almost that you're seeing it. But now Costco's changed, and it's really going to be hard for my father-in-law when he is allowed back, because they had no rotisserie chickens. My father-in-law, whilst I am a horrible and bad American, and I never will be a good one, he is. He cannot drive past a Costco without getting gas. You ask him if he's having a good day, he'll tell you the gas price. And at $2.50, best day of his life. It's just not going to get better. But it's weird. There's all these essentials which you need, and yet I saw a guy arguing with somebody else over the last wiper blade of a certain size, because now's the time when you care about rain on your windshield. Of all the priorities you have, you're wearing a mask, you're wearing gloves. Unless you're going to be using this as a sword, why the hell are you fighting about it? It is so weird that America has decided that now is the time that red meat is bad for you with everything else it is, because you cannot get any chicken in Costco, certainly not the one near us. Your next comedian, I'm going to be honest with you, he frightens me. The next comedian, don't like the host. Don't like the host. Your next comedian frightens me. He's from the North Bay. I've shared a stage with him a couple of times. He is the one person I do not want to get into with Arturo's roast battle, because he legitimately could kick my ass every way there is. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your next comedian, Warhol.
I want to fuck you on the floor of a furniture store. A poem. At a strip club, like I wish my girl was here. I want to fuck you. On a submarine in space. I want to fuck you on a chair in the linoleum factory. I want to fuck you in traffic court. I want to fuck you on the NASCAR speedway. I want to fuck you on the roof of Filene's basement. I want to fuck you on a spaceship underwater. I want to fuck you in the Social Security office, in the unemployment line, the post office. I want to fuck you on a postcard. Lick you like a postage stamp, slap you on your mailbox, send you to the next location. I want to fuck you. I would fuck you in the boardroom of Motel 6 at the Better Business Bureau filling out paperwork. I would fuck you pro bono on death row. I would eat you as a last meal. I would screw you like a Phillips head. Brain me, Jack my Nicholson, and I'll fly over your cuckoo's nest. Sex like revolution. You can't do that on television. Projected across the Tokyo office building in the garment district with no clothes on, like, baby, I love your fabric. A fuck you tour of Confederate pedestals, baby. Come down off your high horse and fuck me. Like a barrio donkey show, stubbornly dragging this mule homeward like Moses till our throats are parched as an old paper scroll. Fuck me across our Fifth Amendment, their 10th commandment. You pluperfect human specimen. Take me to your leader. I will set you in amber, disproving Darwin, whereas beauty is futility. Unhinge a spine of truth from this skeletal world. Realize our purpose. Fuck Oppenheimer. I am become life, explorer of worlds. Gregory Mendel through my double helix, my body on display like a Chinese prisoner. Deep throat me harder than Woodward. Fuck Nixon, burn baby Bernstein. You affect my Mandela. Strip me barer than Berenstain. I will nail you to the wall. Like Martin Luther Vandross, panties torn as a pre-nuptial agreement, signed in saliva, fingering the names written on your heart like the Declaration of Independence. Let's Netflix and Child Protective Services, baby mama's coming home. Y'all been making quarantine porn? I've been working on my audition. I've been trying to audition using this Casablanca monologue, you know? It's like, oh, what if Tracy Morgan starred in Casablanca, right? Like, Last night we said a great many things, Liz Lemon. You said I would to do the thinking for both of us. Well, I've done a lot of it since then, and it comes down to one thing. You're getting on that plane with Victor. How y'all doing? I don't really get this this medium exactly. Dude, I really dig this fucking shit though. Like this quarantine porn shit. Like I think it's kind of dope because, you know, I don't know if you heard the order, but as of a few days ago, about 6 days ago, due to the quarantine, all homeless people are requested to go home, stay home, because it's important for the public health. So, ergo, therefore, I'm going to read you a legal order. This is from the city of San Francisco. Order of the health officer number C1907, comply with any of the provisions of this order, constitutes an imminent threat, creates an immediate menace to public health. 2, all individuals currently living within the city and county of San Francisco, the county, are ordered to shelter at their place of residence to the extent possible. Individuals are using shared or outdoor spaces. They must at all times, as reasonably possible, maintain social distancing of at least 6 feet from any other person when they are outside their residence. All persons may leave their residence only for essential activities, essential governmental functions, or to operate essential businesses. All is defined in Section 10. We all know that. Here's the thing. This is the part I like. Individuals experiencing homelessness. Check me. Individuals experiencing homelessness are exempt from this section, but are strongly urged to obtain shelter. So I looked up obtain, and obtain means get, acquire, and secure. So that sounds like the revolution to me. I don't know where y'all been living. I was thinking a little bit about coronavirus chivalry. You know, like what does the new chivalry look like under coronavirus? Like one example is due to the coronavirus, the Surgeon General suggests supplementing physical assault with verbal assault. That's important for all of us, I think, to pay attention to. This isn't funny, but I want to share this too. This is a verse that got lost to history, and I recently was able to reconstruct it with the Rosetta Stone technology. Check it. Face the window pane, chasing rainbows, facing the same woes. Fame, though a name, remains close yet intangible. Clan and fam, though, work more angles than chill, and do find financial to the next fine or damn bill. It's like an anvil and envelops, been developing an exit strategy. I'm counting out papers, you men holding corners down for paper like origami. Stereotype of story, A&R armed robbery, simple as ABC, assault and battery cases in the trunk, truncated tails, waiting in the water, waiting on bail. Just the wrong dame she may bail with your daughter, leave you in a state forlorn, switch plates, hit the interstate, you're gone. When the rest stopped, I kept on in this way. How many motherfuckers gonna attempt to disrupt or dissuade me this day? I saw a rhyme today, actually. I thought it was funny. So I wrote this rhyme a while ago. It was like Trump meets Snoop Dogg, right? It's like, with so much drama in the RNC, it's kind of hard representing the GOP, but I somehow, some way, keep dropping them phony alt facts like every single day. Yo, I got a couple more things to share with you. I got my homie in the wings. We actually got another comic here somewhere. Here we go. I can't hear you. No, all right. Where are you from? You guys fucking? No, it's good. Once upon a time, not far away, conversations recorded by the NSA. Meanwhile, scared for life, inviting a parasite, fascism, translate landscapes, imaginary aid offers Darth Vader. This is a rhyme I wrote during the Oscars. Darth Vader, cardboard reality, crumbled to paper mache, humble plague of the underground, careless whisper, amplifying the surround sound, kept anchor to drag down, last line of the will left blank when he passed out, zoom in on a house of mirrors, domestic violence, child abuse, spousal fear, boiled down to a hologram, posted on Instagram. Turns out it was all a scam, just an honor to be nominated. While genocide is tolerated, hobbled by authority of the minority, poverty, following civil war grief, posthumous Kobe beef, witnessed the collapse of a factory, pork regulations, relaxing stages of mayhem, capital catastrophe, capillaries atrophy, calculus of human tragedy, skateboard in the war zone, click heels and kick push to your home for sure, bro. World turned like tornado, better lay low, jaw dropped in the spotlight, paging Walter Cronkite, true sank like a burlap sack full of concrete. Haven't heard nobody claim hope floats in the dojo this week. Left DNA on the mat in a slow leak, cinematography of a world war, newspaper clippings, rolls of film on the dirt floor of a dark room, mausoleum of a stark tomb, rawhide shark tooth to simulate to immolation, criminal conspiracy beyond rehabilitating, social disease, debilitate the home of your seed, niggas swing low, sweet chariot, slave police still out hunting for Harriet, when your burden too large to carry it, might be time to grip that hatchet handle where you buried it. Django unleashed his lariat. Firearm had him hopping like a marionette. Black Star, whitewash, erase the narrative. Came upon La La Land. Welcome to America. Magical Negro and cats at Hogwarts. Bombshell knocked them all out. Some forgot what it was all about. Sunspot on the horizon. Shine on, you crazy diamond, golden casket to lie on, howling of a sound lion, homage to mortality, life is still burning candle and it's brief, hard to hold on to sanity, narcissists paid the price of vanity, crack open the crack, yo. So this reminds me of a story. I'm gonna tell you about my dead friend. And then at some point this motherfucker will give me the light or some shit. But I used to hang out, oh, this is my light, peace.
Let him pay attention.
Yeah,
That's ladies and gentlemen, I gotta say that's Warhol. He never leaves quietly. And this is why, and I say this with the utmost of respect, this is why I hope I never against him in a roast battle. Because I sound intelligent, but damn it, he actually is. It is a he is truly an amazing talent, and one the one the Bay Area is really lucky to have. Hey, we're gonna do things a little bit differently. We have somebody who's relatively new to the scene. I believe down here in the South Bay. I'm only saying that because I know she's a good friend of Jorge's, and he doesn't seem to have anybody as a friend outside the zip code. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your virtual hands together for our last comedian of the evening from the street, the mean streets of somewhere. It's Jennifer.
Hey, how are you guys? Fuck, this is crazy. I slept all day, fucking all day. I think I have corona. I switched to menthols. Pause. No, pause for laughter. This is definitely weird because church is canceled, work is canceled, shopping is canceled, but cancel culture, is that shit canceled? Because I haven't heard a shit, like a fucking word from cancel culture. Domestic violence right now is on the rise. Can you imagine, like, if you were trapped with someone who is risking your life every day and beating the shit out of you? That, where is cancel culture? It shouldn't be canceled. I got some
Jennifer, if you can hear us, we're losing your audio. You're I don't know if you're too far away from your Wi-Fi.
Oh no.
But you're turning into a robot.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
So I'm going to suggest turn off your video and then we can at least hear you.
Okay.
We were doing so well.
Wait, and can you hear me now? How about now?
So we technical difficulties abounded us. So we lost Jennifer completely. She just disappeared. I don't know if her back how I used to pay my bills. I was a network engineer, and we used to say if you ever look up at the ceiling and you see the Wi-Fi access point, and it's got a blue light, that tells you it's Cisco. And the reason you know it's the reason why it's blue is because it's sad. And that joke doesn't work with the general crowd, but I promise you, when you're in Las Vegas at a networking conference with 2,500 people in front of you, best joke I ever told. I swear to God, those were the days when I was just a corporate shill. Oh no, I hope, and I'm so glad that so many of you stayed here for this. It means a huge amount to us. We're trying something new. We want to give the opportunity for comics to continue to have a voice, to have a platform, to be part of this new virtual community that we've had to establish very quickly. I can say this on behalf of every single comedian here, and I'm going to switch on their audio so that you could see their faces, because it's only by controlling their audio that I can control their faces on the screen. But every single one of us has got a friend or a relative that's working in healthcare or in the police right now. And whilst not one of us is enjoying this shelter at home experience, especially of those of us with children.
Oh, I'm having a great time. I don't know what you're talking about. I love this. I'm having the best apocalypse ever. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I've been baking bread and writing motherfucking poems, singing songs, walking around my house naked. I don't give a fuck. Let it burn down. I'm poor before. I'm gonna be poor after. Seeing people living on the fucking streets in the Tenderloin don't make no never mind. Ain't nothing different about my life. It's good. This is the most fun apocalypse I've ever had.
I gotta say, I'm truly envious. I gotta tell you, I was using Zoom, what we're doing right now, with my work colleagues. We decided to have a happy hour, and it was extra happy when my butt naked daughter walked through that door, climbed up onto the bed, and said, "Daddy, I did a poo-poo." That was, I have never told a joke that funny in my life, and I want to support that for posterity. Look, it's not what we do every single time, but we want to say, thank you for the healthcare professionals that are looking after us, for those that have got our backs, so that we don't end up in a situation which way too many people find themselves in right now. I want to thank the comics that signed up. I want to thank the comics that turned up. I want to give them all an opportunity to tell the world, just in case these are your last recorded words, what are comics? If your face turns up on CNN and MSNBC as a face of Corona, what video do you want them to play? Detox, you're up first.
Video on YouTube.
This is the video they're going to play if something bad happens to you. What do you want the world to know about you?
Parting words, I'll say tap in if you got milk, because I got cereal on deck. Unopened milks, if they're within date, I'll take them. I ran out of milk a long time ago, but I do have a lot of cereal. The line is, you don't want to risk your life or death out there. I got cereal. I've been killing cereal. You just gotta make the most of it. You gotta make sure that you have your snacks. I see a lot of people buying Spam and stuff. It's like they think they're camping out. You don't have to camp out. They got real food. You get regular food. You get salami. You get provolone. You can get some shit that's gonna be good. Like I said, I got a bunch of cereal. All you can do is make the most of it. I still haven't edited all the videos I was supposed to edit. So I'm trying to make the most of my time. You know what I mean? Tap in, motivate me, send me comments and likes on my videos on Instagram. That'll boost my motivation. It'll encourage me to get off my ass and do better editing. Pam knows what I'm talking about.
And what's your IG handle?
On this one.
What's your IG handle?
Detox RWC.
Detox RWC. Please like and subscribe to his channel. Mr. Hughes, Gary, something bad happens, you're run over by a Muni trolley. What do you want the world to know about you that they wouldn't find out by accident?
Yo, I love humans, you know? That's it, bro.
That's it. And
Yeah,
Pam,
yeah.
I've seen you in your underwear today already. And what?
Oh.
What
Pam
else
comes
do you
to the
want?
door and the back behind him. She just comes to
She
the door
wasn't here. I
behind
want to
him.
be clear about this. I saw Pam in her underwear in a photo, and it was consensual. Pam, what do you want the world to know about you if you were run over by a Muni bus tomorrow morning?
Oh, yeah, I've written some great poems. I'm, you know, comedy be damned in this Corona scare. Oh no, there's not enough stage time. I just started going back to my old roots, writing a shit ton of poems, writing some new fiction. You know, I got 9 unpublished novels. If you just can't get enough Pam, well then read one of my novels. Then you get me in your brain for like 120 pages. Dear Lord. But yeah, hey, everybody, do some push-ups or some sit-ups, go on a fucking walk, use this time to meditate or take a 2-hour bath, turn off the fucking TV, write a poem, do something like play with your cat, you know, be nice to your, I don't know, self or something, because it's all burning down. The apocalypse is upon us. I never thought it'd happen in our lifetime, and I'm so stoked. Yay, I'm so prepared. That's what you should know.
That's those are words, and I've learned. I've been privileged to know. I have been privileged to know Pam, who I should call ma'am, for just a handful of years, and she's been nothing but an inspiration and a great guide and a mentor here in the way of all things Bay Area. And I'm sorry, but my pejoratives will continue to be bad because midgets have always been midgets. They're only comedy midgets. They're little people in the real world. I'm 6'4", so technically you're all my midgets. That is this has been the first, and I'm going to say I wish this would.
Warhol, you didn't talk to Warhol.
Warhol's
Warhol,
gone.
you didn't tell him. You didn't. Oh, he left.
And that's vintage Warhol, because every time I've been on a show with him, he has dropped the mic and dropped off stage and left the building. It is so the fact that he did that, that's the only reason I won that competition, is because he should have won. He was hilarious, he was funny, he was incisive, but he left. And that was to my benefit.
Mike, you know, that's what he usually does.
Exactly. If he hadn't done that, I would have been disappointed. That's he has completed the virtual mic drop. I say this for the last time. I hope this is the last time we do a virtual bunker show, because I want everyone to be better. But with Pam's blessing, we will do this again in the near future.
Yeah, absolutely. You could do this for Joke Workshop. I mean, this would be a good medium to use for Joke Workshop.
I think we do it, and I'll check with Mrs. Garcia's schedule, and as long as she says yay, then we'll do it. I can host because I'm using my corporate account. Go to securonics.com or go to covid19.securonics.com to read my latest insights into the threat intelligence from the COVID pandemic. Because I'm using the corporate technology, we can hold 1,500 people in here.
Dear Lord,
we could be bigger than the punchline. Bigger than Cobb's. Hey, thank you for being here. We've got one person who's hung around the hallway. Thank you very much, whoever you are. Please don't go outside and get a life. Stay home, Mom. Family.
Thanks, Dad.
All right.
Good to see you, Gary. See everybody soon. Yay!
Bye. Take care. Peace.
Well, this.
All right.
Has been